Have you experienced some synchronicities or even repeating numbers in your life? Let's jump into the subject. Okay, so what exactly does synchronicity mean, first of all? Well, first it comes, or it is derived from the word syn, S-Y-N, which means with, and chronos, which means time. Synchronicity is basically an unlikely or impossible coincidence that could not have happened by chance or even luck. Sometimes it's just going to be, let's say, you were thinking about a friend and all of a sudden this friend calls you. Let's say you're just thinking, not talking, but just thinking about a subject or something that you really would like, or a problem that you're trying to solve, and all of a sudden an opportunity presents itself in real life, basically to exactly help you with that problem. And sometimes if you really pay attention, you're like, that's kind of weird. Why does this situation all of a sudden presented itself? It's almost like the universe is trying to help me to achieve those goals, or achieve that thing that I wanted to achieve, and all of a sudden the opportunity just presented itself right here and there. In spirituality, synchronicities are something fairly common, and we get kind of used to it. But when it first happens to you, you can get quite shocked. I'll give you a couple of examples that happened to me personally, that maybe you can relate, or it happened to you in different set of circumstances. So, and for me it happened both at my car dealership, waiting for my car being repaired. So the first one was many months ago. It was like 7 months ago or something. I was at the car dealership waiting, right, for my car to be fixed. And I went outside waiting, get a bit of sun, fresh air a little bit. And well, previously that same day, I was thinking about sending a shipment through FedEx, and all of a sudden I was there outside my car dealership, and guess what? Once I stepped outside, first thing I saw, right in front of me, literally, there was a FedEx truck, and it wasn't even a FedEx company. It was just a random FedEx truck right there. It was just really weird, because I was thinking about it. Oh, boop, all of a sudden it showed. Okay, so another synchronicity that happened to me not too long ago. 3-4 days ago? I was at my car dealership again. And I was in the waiting room, waiting for my car to be fixed. And, I was thinking, because I'm going to be moving somewhere this summer, and I was thinking about different ways how I'm going to move with my pets, right? My 2 cats. And I was actually on the airport's website and see how different ways I can actually send my cats to my new residence where I'm going to live soon. Anyways, and all of a sudden, that TV in the waiting room, because somebody else was watching the TV there, all on the TV, I could hear it. All of a sudden, they were having a pet segment. They were talking about pets. All of a sudden, just randomly, just like that. It's just so weird, and there's so many different instances that happened to me that at some point it's not just pure coincidence, And now let's talk about repeating numbers. They kind of go hand in hand, synchronicities and repeating numbers. When you're on the spiritual path, it can happen very often. 333, let's say you look at the clock and it's 3:33 p.m. Or you look at the clock and it's 1:11 p.m. or 11:11, 2:22, 555, 444. Like, I personally found that the more I meditate, if I meditate very, very often, I'm more balanced, I'm more aligned, and all of my energies, everything is more aligned, and it's kind of like the numbers are aligning with it. And for somebody that's not on the spiritual path, that has not experienced it, it may sound completely crazy, and that's totally fine. But unless you actually experience it, go ahead and try to eat super healthy, do a lot of life changes, and meditate, like, I don't know, 2 hours every day for like 2 weeks, or maybe 1 hour or something, 45 minutes, and maybe you'll start seeing them. But yeah, I personally started seeing it in the beginning of my awakening 5-6 years ago, and I thought I was going completely crazy. And yeah, I was just, I was with some friends or whatever, and all of a sudden a notification pops up on your friend's phone. Oh, and then you look, and then, oh, it's 5:55. And I don't know, you're cooking food. It happened to me. I'm cooking food, and then all of a sudden, at the exact time that I turn away and look at the clock in my kitchen, voila, it's 3:33. All of a sudden. It's just, these are not coincidences at some point. I mean, when it happens again and again and again, I mean, you gotta start looking for answers. And it's basically the universe's way to let you know that everything is aligning and that you're on the right path. Everything is in order. Everything is where it's supposed to be. And yeah, like I said, personally, the more and more I meditate, the more synchronicities and the more repeating numbers I see throughout the day. And let's say a couple days I was way too busy, I couldn't meditate or whatever, then the synchronicities will kind of like fade away a little bit, but I'll still see them. And the more healthy I am, or the more work I do on my health, working out, eating healthy, everything, the more repeating numbers I see. So it's kind of like all intertwined. And basically, some people call them angel numbers. It could be your angels or your spirit guides trying to speak to you, sending you some messages. So really try to pay attention to what exactly you're doing or what exactly you're thinking when you notice those patterns. And sometimes it's the universe's way to send you messages, to learn something. You could literally see repeating numbers everywhere, and you're not crazy, by the way. And you're just paying more attention. That's all to the signs. But another great example, I saw a video not too long ago, a random video on YouTube, and guess what? I was the 888th view of the video. Or you look under comments, and guess what? Oh, there's 1,111 comments, or some stuff like that. It happens to me so many times, and it can actually happen to you as well. But it can be a little bit freaky when it happens to you at first, and eventually you start to learn the process, learn how it actually works, and learn the messages and how you can actually work them through. I'll give you another great example of a synchronicity. That was completely crazy for me. It happened 5 years ago. Anyways, I won't go too much into detail, but I had an out-of-body experience 5 years ago. And when I came back to my body, like 30 seconds, 2 minutes after, my mom called me. And she was like, out of random, is everything all right? like she felt something. It was so weird. I did not expect her call at all at that time. And it was a random time at night. Usually she never calls that time. Anyways. And yeah, it could be anything. But yeah, I think it may be related to quantum physics perhaps. I mean, you know what, like quantum physics, two particles can be together at one point and they can be very, very far away and still be somewhat connected. And I think quantum physics and those synchronicities may be linked like to quantum physics and basically linked to the divine, to the universe. And it's basically the universe's way to send you messages. The universe is intelligent. It has its own mind of some sort. And it's kind of like those synchronicities as always, have always been there. It's just that we've never actually paid attention, or we've never actually really noticed. And the more you meditate, the more you work on paying attention. And basically, since you're working on your attention, while your attention improves, and you can actually notice those subtle signs from the universe. Okay, I'll give you another example of repeating numbers that happened to me 2 days ago, literally. I went to buy some new shoes, some new running shoes, because I haven't bought any in 6-7 years. My running shoes were completely destroyed, and I decided to treat myself. I went to Foot Locker and I bought a nice pair of Jordans. And guess what? I bought that, and I bought a set of flippers, and the actual receipt was $333. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? And it's something that you gotta experience yourself to really believe it. I can tell you all about it, but unless you live it, it will probably just sound crazy. But it's something very prevalent in the spiritual journey, I find. And basically those repeating numbers can be anywhere. It could be on your friend's phone, it could be on your work's computer all of a sudden, on a TV somewhere, any type of clock. And yeah, it's something that it's pretty crazy, but once you get used to it, then you know that the universe is on your side, and it's only trying to help you, basically trying to help you learn some very valuable lessons to improve and to be balanced. And the more you see those repeating numbers, the more synchronicities and the more weird experiences that with synchronicities that happen to you, I think that's a really, really good sign that you're on the right path. Everything is aligning, even the numbers, and the universe is letting you know that everything is fine, everything is good, and that you shouldn't worry. So when you see those repeating numbers, or you have a synchronicity, try to pay attention. What does it try to let me know? What does the universe is trying to make me learn at that specific moment in time? And usually there's always a lesson, and you can always learn from it. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video on it, if it can maybe help you to understand a little bit more on why this is happening. But yeah, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. And the numbers never lie. The numbers never lie. See everybody, thank you very much for watching, and take care. Peace and love. Namaste.